A scam is all about the story. It has to be convincing, and some of these con artists are really good. They know how to lure you in, and then before you even know what hit you, your money is gone, and so are they. Well, retailers want you to get caught up in the hype and spend, spend, spend. Now, there certainly are some incredible deals on Black Friday, but there will also be great deals before and after Christmas. In my opinion, the Roku is best suited for someone who doesn't watch a lot of TV or need as many choices as cable. If you were going to recommend stink bug traps, what would you recommend?
Either of these two.
There are high-tech ways to destroy data on a computer hard drive, but this is the fastest and easiest way. A month later, I got a couple tip calls from some very upset employees who told me when they went to pick up their paychecks, they discovered they'd been locked out. Peggy, the danger came from a grill brush. A bristle had broken off and had gotten into the food. And when a Grove City boy bit down on his hamburger, he got a little piece of wire stuck in his throat. Now, at first, doctors thought it was something minor. Then they saw the x-ray and rushed him to Children's Hospital. Good evening, I'm Robin Taylor. We begin tonight with a big story we've been following all day, the crash at the crossing. Many of the passengers were going to a program called Life Steps, which serves older people and families with special needs. The bus driver and 2 passengers were taken to Butler Memorial Hospital. All 3 have been released. Police say the suspect shot someone in front of a Jeanette bar, a place that has seen trouble before. Channel 11's Dave Bondi has more. Ben gets more than 40 miles per gallon in his Chevy Cruze, and he loves that. But what he can't stand is the smell. So how bad was the odor?
It got to the point where your eyes would just start burning and itching, and your throat would get really dry.
Lemon Law mechanic Steve Roos showed us the problem. So it is leaking into the car. He reached under the steering column and came out with a finger covered in coolant.
You can actually see.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Roosh is a GM certified technician. He says the coolant is vaporizing when it hits the heater, causing that smell.
I've driven probably 10 of these now that you drive it for maybe 15 minutes and it just becomes almost unbearable to drive it.
The internet is filled with similar complaints. The largest forum is cruisetalk.com.
It's dangerous, it's not safe, it's not healthy.
Ben took his car to the dealer at least 6 times, but they couldn't fix the problem. Eventually, he turned to a Lemon Law lawyer.
I can guarantee you that GM knows about this problem, and I can guarantee you that they're trying to come up with a fix.
Chevy says the odor complaints are uncommon and intermittent, and they're working with customers to address the issues.
I've seen them take their customers out of the cars even when the Lemon Law didn't apply in this situation with this noxious coolant problem.
Ben is now waiting to hear whether GM will buy back his car.
If you have an issue with your car, I think people expect the manufacturer to step up to the plate and make things right.
I learned firsthand how easy it is for a hacker to spy on you without you even knowing it. This laptop was left open in a teenage girl's room. Her family never considered that the webcam could be used to spy on her.
It happens more than you think.
Experts say teenagers are a prime target of predators, spying on intimate moments, even recording them, then splashing them on the internet. It's a troubling scenario, and victims have no idea it's happening. But you worry because what if they're watching you in the bedroom?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest fears.
Computer expert Frank Trauma of Viper Network Systems showed me how easy it is to hack into a laptop and control the webcam remotely.
I would log into it.
Within minutes, he was in, watching me from across the room. So you're spying on me right now, and I'd have no way of knowing.
That's correct. Right now, I'm accessing your files. I'm taking video of you right now, and you have no idea.
If I'm not paying attention, it just looks like my screen went to sleep.
That's correct.
There's nothing to indicate that I'm being spied on except a tiny light next to the webcam.
And
Trauma says spyware like this is easy to accidentally install. It can be downloaded with music or software, or come as a virus in an innocent-looking email.
Some of them are pretty clever. They'll pop up on you and make it look like I want to run a scan on your computer, and you click on it, and it's actually installing something on your system.
The best way to protect yourself is to put tape over the webcam or simply shut down your computer.
When I'm done, I close the laptop.
Good antivirus software will also alert you. The spyware is often hidden in emails or Facebook posts that say things like, watch this incredible video, and those links are how hackers gain access. Well, Peggy and David, Diana May hasn't collected a dime, and she may never get any of that money. But what she has done is draw attention to debt collectors who break the law.
They have the game down. They know how to scare the crap out of people, even if you're innocent.
It all began 2 years ago when this Wheeling housewife got a call from a debt collector threatening to put a lien on her home, a tactic that's illegal.
They are in the process of serving some court documents in regards to case 29369.
The debt wasn't even hers, so Diana May fired off a cease and desist letter. Precisely 23 minutes after Reliant Financial Associates signed for the letter, a series of hang-up calls began that looked like they were coming from the local sheriff's department. When Diana finally answered, she was subjected to an obscene phone call that she recorded.
You've been really trying to get a hold of me. You called quite a bit the last couple days.
Yes, I want to make sure that you like me.
I consider myself a fairly savvy consumer, but that message scared me.
A detective later told her the call didn't come from the sheriff's department. The caller ID had been manipulated, a practice called spoofing. And that's when Diana put 2 and 2 together. She researched the debt collection company on the internet and found out she wasn't the only one this had happened to.
Did they call the wrong person when they called you?
They absolutely called the wrong person. Yeah, they picked the wrong person.
Diana has fought big companies before. In 1999, she won a class action lawsuit against a telemarketer who kept calling even after she asked them to stop. Diana sued RFA and won $10 million after their lawyer failed to show up in court. The judge called the collection agency's actions malicious.
Ultimately, they just blew the case off. They just blew it off.
Good morning. Is Thomas Stepp available?
We've reached out to RFA's lawyer for nearly a week now, but never heard back from him.
Do you think he'll be back later on today?
So far, Diana hasn't collected a dime.
So you won a $10 million judgment. Do you think you'll ever collect on that?
I think it's a long shot, but now that we've identified who the owners are, I'm sure gonna try.
Now, we only played a little bit of that obscene message, but I listened to the whole thing and it was really bad. Diana told me it's not about the money. It's about sending a message to other debt collectors that they have to obey the law. Robin Taylor, Channel 11 News.